Hi, what is one of the most important things that you can do to ensure that your resume is visible in both the applicant tracking system and with recruiters? That one thing is make sure you have the right keywords on your resume. Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm a career transition coach. I work with teachers who are transitioning into the corporate world. My job is to make sure that you have the information, knowledge, and tools, resources that you need to be successful in your corporate job search. Today we're going to talk about keywords because I am seeing that it is one of the most misunderstood and underutilized gold mines that teachers are missing out on. So when it comes to keywords, what I want you to know is think of keywords like oh, wait. This is what we'll do. Instead of me giving you the dry definition of keywords, I'm gonna give you a scenario. I want you to put yourself in the shoes of a recruiter. It's Friday night, it's 6:30, you're exhausted, you wanna go home, but you can't go home because on Monday morning there's gonna be a voicemail from the hiring manager in the learning and development department, and she's gonna wanna know how many interviews you have set up for her. So what you're gonna do is you're going to log into your company's applicant tracking system that has about 25,000 resumes. And your job is to filter those resumes down to find the most qualified, let's say, instructional designer that you can find for this particular hiring manager. So if you were about to do a search for an instructional designer, what is the word that you would type in to narrow that 25,000, resumes down to just instructional designers, right? So obviously the term that you would type in is instructional designer because you want to get a result that allows you to pull up resumes for, do I need to say it again? Instructional designers, right? Now, what are the next terms that you would type in? The next terms that you would most likely type in are the hard skills. What are some of the key skills that every instructional designer needs, right? So you're going to type in those search terms. So you're going to type in things like maybe Storyline 360, LMS. You might type in content and curriculum development. So you're going to literally type in the top hard skills that an instructional designer needs to have to get an interview with your company. You also would probably type in their level of education. You're going to type in any specialized certifications or, special training that they've had. You might even type in the location because you want to make sure that the hiring manager has the best of the local candidates. So what I really want you to know is that what we call keywords are actually search terms, or should be search terms that recruiters look for when they are trying to find somebody who is doing the work that you want to do. So what you need to do is you need to, as you are doing your job search, you're pulling up job descriptions, you need to start identifying and recording those keywords, right? And so you can start with the basics. Just like I said, you can start by making sure that you have recorded on your keywords list the job titles. You can make sure that you're recording the top hard skills that you're seeing over and over and over for the position that you're applying for. You can write down the level of education that you are seeing is most desired. You are going to write down any specialized skill or training or certification that is expected or that is kind of coveted for somebody who does that work. And you're going to just write down, you're going to make sure that when you are creating your resume, when you are creating your LinkedIn profile, that you have the location of the city where you want to work. Okay, so now we know what keywords are. We know the categories of keywords that we want to start looking for. Now, what I want you to realize is that when a recruiter is looking at your resume, and you've heard this 100 times, I know, a recruiter's only going to give your resume 6 to 10 seconds. So you want to make sure that on your resume that you have the job title that you're applying for. Specifically, like you don't want to say, oh, instructional designer, corporate trainer, LMS administrator. No. You want to have the specific job title that the recruiter is looking for on your resume. The second thing that you want to have are your top hard skills. Now, I don't care if you include those hard skills as like a list of core competencies on your resume, a list of skills on your resume, or you include those hard skills as part of your professional summary. What I do want to make sure that you're doing is that you are taking those hard skills and you're displaying them as core competencies or a skills list, or you're including those in your professional summary in like that top 1/3 of your resume. Because again, a recruiter is going to start at the top. They're going to visually scan down that resume, and I want to make sure that you have the right keywords so that your resume is the one that really stands out with the recruiter, and it immediately goes in that pile of resumes that they're going to take a little bit more time and read and potentially call in for an interview. So my hope is that you now understand the importance of keywords. I just forgot to mention how you're going to use keywords on your LinkedIn profile. So on your LinkedIn profile, you're going to use keywords to build your headline. Like that's the first thing and most important thing that you're going to do with those keywords. So just make sure, like I said, you have that job title, that you include, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 of those hard skills that you might have, so that when a recruiter pulls up your filters through and pulls up your profile, they see that beautiful picture of you and they see your headline with the right keywords listed. So now I can circle back and say, I hope you now understand the importance of keywords. I hope you understand the categories of keywords that you can begin to identify as you're reading those job descriptions. Know that you need to write those down so that you're aware of where they are, and make sure that you're including those in the top 1/3 of your resume and in the headline of your LinkedIn profile. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you in next week's video.